Ashley Rock, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Ashley Rock. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this. Kind of thing.
Luzardo back to work. Rob. And deep in his first recent game.
One strike.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. One up, one down. Runner at second here, one gone. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers. And they won't be able to keep their arms going forever. It's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ground ball left side, could be two. To Mauricio for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 2 and the Giants nothing. First and second, one out. And now the DH, Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 in this one. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 on, 1 out. Fought off foul. That one ripped. That's back. And that one's gone. He circles the bases. It's 8-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
Rock was a real bright spot despite the loss. Only one hit, a home run.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
Ashley Rock on the hill in this one, and the crowd is excited to see him with the success he's had early on this year. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Back here at Citi Field and towing the slab, Ashley Rock. What do you look for here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jose Azocar. Line drive wisely. One up, one down. So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Soto went deep twice in his last game. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And ball 1.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. And now it's the Giants DH, Ashley Rock.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Rodriguez back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ra launched a homer in his most recent game. That one fouled off. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Seems like he's making step off throw to first.
Too late.
Hey. Back on a dive. Rutschman, 30 years old now, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Another move to first.
No,
and they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. And it's second. And a foul ball. There's the swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ramos now at the plate. A little bit high.
Ball, that's up.
Ball 1. Slow roller to third. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And another ball. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time.
Count is full.
Cutting but missing down low. Matt Chapman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. fights that one away, and we'll do it again. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Mark Vientos. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Next pitch misses way outside. Runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Missed. That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really great job of locking him up with that fastball inside. And that was set up by 2 pitches before. Back-to-back off-speed away. And once you get a hitter looking out there or even leaning out towards the outer part of the plate, it's a great call to come back inside with a fastball if you can locate. And he did. I think it surprised him. He just couldn't get a swing on.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Hey,
swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd. And that's a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Cal Raleigh,
inside,
the next
ball.
to hit, takes ball 1. Raleigh matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back, bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Drew Gilbert. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Fitzgerald makes the grab, one down. Ronnie Mauricio now. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
One out, bases empty.
Strike two.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Jose Azocar. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. That one missed.
1-1.
On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. The pitch. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos under it. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Back here at Citi Field. And now the DH, Ashley Rock. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses across the first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back here in Queens. And now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
That's strike one.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
2-2.
That one just misses.
Counted full.
That one misses.
Ball four. Take
so
the bait.
leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
And now it's Juan Soto. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Hard ground ball for a base down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that
Nope.
misses.
Ball.
And the count even 1-1. Outside.
2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple of runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball in the bottom of this ball right.
High fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss there.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Acuna on third. Soto over at first with one away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and one out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Two on, two outs. Late swing, foul to the left. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at end of the inning.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rock back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. Grounder off the pitcher. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. An infield match to start the inning. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like he got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And here is Drew Gilbert. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
No, that's out.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, ball.
Just missed. Grounder might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Here goes the runner. There's the ball.
That's the ball.
Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
The next pitch misses. That's ball 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed.
That's the
Base
ball.
hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
See if he gives him anything to hit here.
Ball 4
to a board.
That was still a ball right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
So up next, Jose Azocar. 0-2 in this one. And that one clips the corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat, so you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Acuna swings through it for strike 1.
Your ball,
So far,
strike.
this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
That's the ball.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1
Gilbert,
strike.
the lead runner out at second. Mauricio at first, 2 out of the inning. And he grounds one back up the middle. Off balance throw in time. That's the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Giants 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Here's Juan Soto.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of doing it away.
No outs, runner at first. Now at the plate, Mark Vientos. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-2.
And that's good for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Pete Alonso.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Ball for a strike. Tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the Polar Bear strikes out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Outside.
Around third is Soto, and he can't come up with it. He'll score, and the Mets even it up. Really something with one away.
Well done, drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ashley Rock won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Landon Root takes over on the mound. He's been so good against lefties. And there's
One ball, no strike.
Well, these Giants looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
High fly ball out to left field. Azoka right there to make the grab. And there's one down. Base is empty, one away. Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Buto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swing and a ball lifted As this one sized up, calls it in for the out. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate.
And that one hit to first. Boots it. Steps on the back himself. Ball game. Rock with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound.
Not much to complain about for me, Boo. Not the most explosive game on either side of the ball, but he held his own.
Second inning set to go. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Ashley Rock. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Peterson back to work. Swinging him in. Strike one.
Hold on for count.
Goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That
Ball
misses. Now 1-2.
See if you can
One
go
ball,
upstairs a
two
little
strikes.
bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fly ball down the line. Azokar sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right
0-1.
there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Line drive. He makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Back here in Queens, now it's the DH, Ashley Rock. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Peterson back to work. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, these Giants just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
The other way, and lines out to third.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high five. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one fouled off. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. Buto with a move to first.
He's good.
And he's back in safely. Another throw over. And he's back in that time as well. And that's the second disengagement down. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw.
No, he's in.
With the tying run at the plate, you're at the top of the ninth. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. Willie Adames in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run at the plate. Right down to shoot. Strike one.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Got a full count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner at second. Nobody out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That ball's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Willie Adames to the plate now at a high leverage spot. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And that one fouled off. Rock takes his lead at third with 1 away. And a ball evens the count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. And out. And they're down to their last out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You're back to the dugout shaking your head.
Ramos in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That one off the mark. 1-1. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Way out front for strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The Giants down to their final strike. Just misses. And now it's 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The tying run at the plate. Got it! And that's the ball game. Rock with an unremarkable performance in the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Ashley Rock getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So up next, Ashley Rock. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And the 1-0. Squirts away a little bit. To third.
Right there.
Try to get him to chase on a changeup that time. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's ball 4.
Nope, that's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Kobe Mayo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and the Giants have the lead now. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. This is Bryson stopped. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Start of the 4th. Now it's the power speed combo. Ashley Rock. That one fouled off.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 20.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And brings it in at the wall. And first offering is fouled off. Is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 2 and the Phillies nothing. One down, and digging in for San Francisco, Ashley Rock.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fought off foul. Fairbanks, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Comes up empty.
Gold might like to know, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're really trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Rock had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
And up next for the Giants, Ashley Rock. The bit behind the backswing. It's strike one.
Now they left that changeup off. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, base is empty. That one to first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants go down quietly, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Two on, 2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. Tied up here in the early going. On the ground, right side. Miller takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning, and now Buddy Kennedy. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying calm on the backside. Get that barrel there and beat it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that's a fair ball. So, man aboard. Here's Elliot Ramos. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in there. The Giants are looking very strong so far this season. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a 600 winning percentage or better.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Here comes a pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 6-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now Buddy Kennedy. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a base hit right there.
Now batting, center fielder, Yoha.
So digging in, Ashley Rock. 1 for 3. Fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot. His 13th home run of the season, and they inch closer. It's 6-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Inside ball game. And the strikeout ends it. Rock played brilliantly despite the loss. Selected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but he certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Ashley Rock, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Swings and fouls one off. Tucker off of first with 2 away. And that one fouled off. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one ripped. Here takes the breath. And that is that. One left for San Francisco. Phillies coming up to hit. No score. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ball ripped right field. That one back, and that one is gone. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Runner at second, 2 down. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball. Nola fires.
2 balls.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. He'll score. Now the tag is out. Trying for 2. They limit the damage here. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Giants 2. So 2 away with nobody on. Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball to left. steer. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 6 and the Giants 5. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Elliot Ramos. 1-run game here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a slow roller. Kennedy slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
One down. Stepping in, Ashley Rock. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. And here it comes. That one off the mark, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Still only one out here in the inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Move to first. Rock.
No, he's
back
safe.
on a dive. Another throw over.
Safe.
And he's back again. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow!
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Rock really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boo. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
So 2 down. Ashley Rock will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Lee leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. So the Giants leave 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back here in L.A. and today's starter, Ashley Rock. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Freddie Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Next offering is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 gone here.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now it's going to be Haesung Kim. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ra, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one missing low.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
And he drops it down the third baseline. He's safe. Little bunt single.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
1 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani, leading the NL in home runs to start today. He's been a beast. First pitch swinging. Ohtani went deep in his most recent game. The next offering misses. And the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
Ground ball could be 2. To Adames, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. End of 1. We're still scoreless. here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Rock, back to work. Out towards left center. Sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing, a high fly ball, well struck. Reaches back towards the wall. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Here's Josh Rojas.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
2 outs. That clips the corner. In there at the knees for a strike. Second inning here, no score. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. High fly ball out to center field. Lee. And it's caught for the out. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order, and we are still scoreless. One out, base is empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Ra, in his third season, 24 years old, and he's a former National League MVP. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike two.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait for the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Glasnow picks the first. Rock back in on a dive. Adames recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Another move to first. They're keeping him close.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Here goes the runner. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. One out, the runner at second, top half of inning number 4. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging from third. And the Giants score first. It's 1-0.
Well, we finally have a score in this ball game. Sac fly. Nice job of manufacturing a run. And that could end up being a big run at this rate.
Bottom of the 4th. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep.
Right through there for a strike. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2. Balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Hesung Kim.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground might be 2. Adames tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
You don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Check swing, called strike. Kim stands at first with one out. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, one out. Now it's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. Big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swings through the sweeper.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Got it! Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Will Smith to the plate. Late swing, fouled off. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Strike 3, got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rock back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. And the sweeper catches the plate. Got him! Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Wide to center his first time. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
1 strike.
0-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. But the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind. Try and get that offense going. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That misses. The countdown 2-2. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball inside when all you're getting throughout an entire at-bat are pitches away. You're telling yourself, just let the ball travel so you can protect that outside corner of the plate. Then you get completely tied up. That right there was a great pitch for the punch-out.
Thomas in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And he deals. Outside low and 1-1.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And now 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Man at first, 1 away.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
Tucker leads off first with 1 away. Late that time, it's strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
On the ground. And it gets by him. And the lead runner has to hold on a second.
That's a good job right there. Gets 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Willie Adames stands in.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that one fouled off.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. Both 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there. And out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 4-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off. And I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Tommy Edman. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So the batting order turns over. So now it's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2. There's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. The Giants leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one misses. 3-2 down.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Lee on his way over. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Here's Mookie now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
One ball.
Changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Oh. 2 balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
The batter now will be Will Smith. His home and away splits there. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1-1.
That's in there. 1-2. And a good eye there.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Giants 4 and the Dodgers nothing. First and second, no outs. Rock now at the plate. And that one sliced foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
So you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Back here in L.A. On to the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Josh Rojas. Rock back to work. Fastball for a strike. Rock. into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do.
There's a swing and a drive. That one out against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rushing, the next to hit. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's sick. Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ashley Rock won't go any further tonight, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Randy Rodriguez taking over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Rodriguez.
Rock gave them a good performance at the plate and on the hill.
They'll take games like this from him pretty much every time out. He did his part for the team and then some.
you